Down in the offices of Kim Chaney. Judge, you have a big announcement. Some great things have happened with the Cullman County Human Trafficking Task Force, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. We're very pleased and proud to ask the County Commission to sign a Memorandum of Understanding with the local task force and with the Department of Homeland Security.
Well, that sounds like a lot of words. What does that mean practically speaking?
Well, what that means is that we have a local human trafficking task force that provided some training not long ago. The Department of Homeland Security came and assisted us with that training. We ended up training about 400 or 500 people, a lot of law enforcement officers from across the state. They were very impressed with the effort that Cullman County and our local task force came up with, and they wanted to partner with us through this Memorandum of Understanding.
Well, now that partnership is a federal program, and they come in and help. But you're kind of minimizing the impact of Cullman County and your task force. You're the second one in the state that exists, correct?
Well, we're the only ones, the second agency that has partnered with the Homeland Security in the state of Alabama. Only Birmingham, the city of Birmingham, has partnered with them, and it doesn't cost the city of Cullman or Cullman County a penny. But what it does is allows our local task force to access world-class training on the issues of human trafficking. And I get questions all the time about human trafficking, but we don't really have that here. But we have children who are exploited by their parents and by their grandparents. And rather than human trafficking, I would hope people would start thinking of human exploitation. That's really what it is exploiting people sexually, it's exploiting people for work, and it's really more of an exploitation than it is trafficking.
Well, you were given a great example earlier about Cullman County being #1 in agriculture and how this sort of thing probably happens with workers who come in seasonally.
We've had migrant workers who've come in and had to work and pick the fields. That's one issue. And when people think of human trafficking, they think of foreign nationals being in a van carried up north. But we see children who are being sold and exploited by their parents locally here. We have women who are being exploited for drugs by their boyfriends or significant others. And our goal is to, first of all, prevent that from happening. And we're not like Jefferson County, who's had large human trafficking charges and rings broke. But we've had in Jefferson County, in Walker County, in Colbert Lawrence County, in Morgan County, and in Madison County, we've had a lot of charges of human trafficking. We just want to prevent that from happening in Cullman County.
Well, and that's what this sounds like with the Homeland Security coming in. Cullman's almost a one-of-a-kind destination. It's like, don't mess with Cullman on this.
Well, I would hope that people would think twice before they come and exploit anybody in Cullman County. They'd certainly have our full attention. And the district attorney and I have been very proud to sponsor the Human Trafficking Task Force, which is, our chairperson is here next to me, and she's done an outstanding job promoting human trafficking and education. Education is the key, whether it is going to be first responders, the emergency medical, law enforcement, firemen, guardian ad litem that work with kids. Our goal is to use the resources now from the federal Homeland Security to get this world-class training out, not only to Cullman County, but our surrounding counties.
Well, that makes sense. And you talked about education. That starts tonight, right, Kathy?
It does. We are pleased and honored to have Tawan McCarty to come and speak to us tonight. She's the founder of the Well House, which is a survivor's home that she started. She herself is a human trafficking survivor, and her story is just heart-wrenching. It's powerful. Her testimony is just fantastic, and we were pleased to be able to bring her to Cullman tonight at 6 o'clock at Desperation Church.
Well, not only she survived, but she's turned into basically a whole movement in industry around herself, hasn't she?
Most definitely. She speaks nationwide about human trafficking.
So if anybody has an interest, come out tonight at Desperation Church, 6 p.m., right?
6 p.m., and it's at their old facility, not the Civic Center.
Gotcha. Judge, Kathy, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Big day for Cullman and human exploitation and trafficking.
Thank you.
Thank you.